Do you have questions about BigCommerce development? Maybe you're starting down the path of BigCommerce development because you need some functionality, but you just aren't really sure where to start. Well, today in this video, we're going to take a holistic, high-level approach to discussing BigCommerce development to hopefully give you some direction as you start to navigate your BigCommerce development questions. So there's going to be 4 parts. First, we're going to talk about some common areas of BigCommerce development. Second, we're going to briefly touch on how dev-friendly BigCommerce is. Third, we're going to spend some time looking at the admin side of BigCommerce in a BigCommerce demo. And fourth, we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about BigCommerce agencies and when might be the right time to partner with them. So if those are things you're interested in, stick around. Let's dive in. As we talk about BigCommerce development areas, there's probably a couple of things that come to mind. For example, theme's going to be very important. Every good e-commerce website needs a stellar theme. There's also going to be things like order management, inventory management. You might be wondering about development of software that's external to the BigCommerce native environment. You also might be wondering about the development of a BigCommerce app if you're looking to integrate with a functionality or build out some sort of functionality that's not already in your BigCommerce account. So as you can see, there's a lot of different things that we could talk about for BigCommerce development. But let's take a look at the front end of a BigCommerce website when we talk about the theme and BigCommerce apps. And these are really 2 areas that are going to be common areas to work in if you're thinking about needing some BigCommerce development. Now, thankfully, BigCommerce does make working in these areas easy. They've got a theme tool within their admin dashboard that we'll look at in a little bit, where you can develop your theme using some preset tools they already have. You can also go the headless route on BigCommerce. That's something that is very prominent in e-commerce today, which is also an option with BigCommerce. BigCommerce has a robust app ecosystem, but you can also, of course, make custom apps to plug into your website as well. Those are 2 common areas on kind of the front end of your BigCommerce site where you might be looking for some BigCommerce development needs. Now, on the back end, or on the admin side, on the management side of things, we might be looking at things like managing BigCommerce orders, managing BigCommerce products, and sometimes you might need some customizations in these areas depending on your business, depending on the products you have or the customers that you serve. And so you might need some customizations here. And if you do, looking into some BigCommerce development would be appropriate. There's ways that developers can add certain things to those areas of your BigCommerce account to give you the functionality that you're going to need to best serve your customers. Now, those are a lot of great areas that could be developed or might need some development work for your situation, but the next logical question is, how easy are those things actually to develop? Can I actually have an internal team work on it, or do I need to hire someone external? And honestly, it's going to depend on who you might have internal, or maybe your skill set itself. Now, with any e-commerce hosting software, there is a learning curve to learning the platform. But if you've worked on other e-commerce platforms before, you'd probably be able to figure out BigCommerce pretty quickly. And depending upon the development needs that you're looking for, you might be able to do it all within the BigCommerce admin dashboard. Now, you might need to leverage APIs or external software, that sort of thing, or maybe you need to build something custom where you might need to go outside of the BigCommerce account, but you should be able to manage a lot of your development needs within BigCommerce itself. And we'll take a look at the admin dashboard here in a second, but that's really the truth of it, is that most of it is going to be able to be done within your BigCommerce account. BigCommerce is an open SaaS platform, so in that regard, it does make it pretty dev-friendly in the sense that you're able to leverage the APIs to connect with external software to get the integrations or to add the functionality to the website that you need. So in that sense, it is going to be dev-friendly. But like every e-commerce hosting platform, there are going to be a couple of limitations just in the way BigCommerce is built. For example, you might find some things when you're managing your products from your BigCommerce account that, say, for example, if you want custom fields that are not global, that's going to be challenging to do. So there are some little nitty-gritty details like that that you might stumble upon when you're in BigCommerce that might pose a challenge. But if you're thinking about going with BigCommerce and you don't already have a BigCommerce account, it's going to be best to vet out BigCommerce with a BigCommerce agency partner, a company that's already worked on the BigCommerce platform, so that they can kind of steer you in the right direction based on your needs, based on your requirements, to help you figure out if BigCommerce truly is going to be a good option for you, or if there are going to be more roadblocks that actually would prevent you from being successful on BigCommerce, especially initially as you get things set up. Now we're going to get into the BigCommerce demo, where we're going to log into a BigCommerce account and take a look at the admin dashboard side of things. And this is really where you're going to be able to manage a lot of your website, everything from orders to products to your theme, to managing different apps, managing different marketing tools that BigCommerce has for you. So we're going to take a look at a couple of those things right now. So here we go, looking into the demo account. First off, we're going to go to the storefront. So this is a demo account that we have to test out different BigCommerce features. You can easily navigate there in your store. From this home page, you're going to get startup prompts that you can use to help you start your website. Additionally, there's going to be different analytics you can find here. One of the first places you're going to want to go is the storefront for themes, the theme section. And from here, you can adjust your theme. There's a theme marketplace. So when you first open up your BigCommerce account, be sure to check out those themes to see if there's one that works for you. Otherwise, if you want to go the custom route, we suggest going with the Cornerstone theme. It's a free theme that's highly customizable. That's what we have here. You can click on the blue Customize button, and that takes you to the theme builder. Now, right now, this theme is built in Stencil. And so on the left-hand side is really where the navigation within the theme builder is. So there's a whole bunch of different blocks that you can drag and drop into the theme builder. So they really make it easy for you to develop. And as we back out of the theme section, we're going to go to an important section, the products section. This is where you're going to manage each individual product within your BigCommerce account. Here we're going to click into one of these as an example. On the left-hand side, this is how you can navigate to different parts of this product page. For example, we've navigated towards the bottom, and as you click on these, it's going to bring you to different features that you can use to manage your products. Back up at the top is how you manage the basic information. And as we back out of products, we're going to head over to the orders section. This is where you're going to see the orders on your account. On the top, you can click into the different order statuses. And from here, you can go ahead and click into an order to edit it if needed. And when we click into the marketing section, as you scroll down on the left-hand side, there's different things that are already native to BigCommerce that you can use to leverage for marketing tools. BigCommerce has a robust app ecosystem. So here we are looking at a couple of apps that are currently downloaded onto our BigCommerce demo site. We have Shipper HQ and BigCommerce B2B Edition. When we click into BigCommerce B2B Edition, it brings you inside of the app itself. Notice the app lives within your BigCommerce admin account. So that's just a really quick look at a BigCommerce admin dashboard. So hopefully now you understand some of the different parts of that dashboard and can start to visualize the different elements within there that you would be able to develop. At this point, maybe you've decided that it would be best to work with a BigCommerce agency partner. So here's a couple of things to know about as you start to navigate that landscape. The first one being that there are many different kinds of agency partners, and you can think of the development work that you need on your website. Think of it as puzzle pieces. You might not need your entire puzzle worked on by a developer, or maybe you do. Now, as you vet out different BigCommerce development agencies, just know that some agencies work on the entire puzzle, and some agencies specialize in little bits and pieces of your website or bits and pieces of the puzzle. So do your best to understand and assess what you truly need out of everything that could be developed, and then go out, and I'd suggest finding the best person for that specific puzzle piece if you're just looking for one or two things. Otherwise, you can look for an agency partner who specializes in many things, and that's not a bad idea either, since they'll have the context for how the entire BigCommerce ecosystem works together. They'll know how your one or two small puzzle pieces or little bits and pieces of your website that you need developed, they'll understand how that fits into the overall structure of your BigCommerce website. So decide which one you want to go with, vet a couple out, and then work with them to develop your BigCommerce website. Another thing to keep in mind for BigCommerce developers is that there are onshore teams and there are offshore teams. Now, onshore teams are generally US based and they're going to be more expensive to work with, but if you are a US based company, then time zone is going to be the same, which can lead to less friction throughout the project process because communication is generally easier since you're in similar time zones. Now, offshore companies are capable as well, They're generally less expensive, but there's also usually a time zone difference, and at times there can also be a language barrier. And so when you are working on a project, just keep these things in mind. They're all points to consider, all data to take into consider when you are in the decision-making process. One thing that we've seen is that when communication breaks down in a project, especially a BigCommerce development project, that friction's created in that relationship and things can get a little challenging. So just some things to keep in mind as you go about making your decision on what BigCommerce agency partner you might want to work with. I know that's a really brief crash course in BigCommerce development, but nonetheless, hopefully now you know something more than you did at the beginning of the video. And if you're looking for more information or if you're looking for something specific, be sure to drop it in the comment section below or check out the show notes for more details. And if you're looking for a BigCommerce agency partner, feel free to reach out to us here at Anchor Group. We are a BigCommerce agency partner with a team of BigCommerce certified developers who are helping clients on their BigCommerce website with their development needs, implementations, integrations, all those sort of things. So if that's something you're looking for, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to chat or just give you our perspective on what might be the best next steps for you in your BigCommerce journey. If you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a thumbs up or consider subscribing to our YouTube channel where we have more information on BigCommerce and e-commerce in general. And until next time, keep on chasing greatness. I'll see you in the next video.